G'day guys, welcome back. I'm going to have a little play with my new Druzy insert. I did actually make this one a few months back, but I've never actually used it. It's more of a thicker, chunky crystal. This is the one that I tend to use more often. It's just like, you know, little Druzy crystals. But then I thought, I wonder what that would look like. So I'm going to have a go. It's thicker. The crystal parts stand out a lot more, so I'm going to use this mold. It's a bit deeper. It's 1 centimeter deep. I just think I need to have that extra bit of depth because the crystals are smaller on that one. It's not as thick, but this one is thicker because, you know, the crystals are thicker. So I'm just going to kind of stick it down there. And I thought I might see, I've never used these before. These are new. Shaved ice. And it's kind of a, it's got like a holographic kind of a pinky tone to it. And then I thought I would match that with some of this ice pink mica powder. So I'll do the ice pink around the edge. Hopefully that's kind of centered. Ice pink around the edge. A little bit will flow over the top. And then I'll do clear with this shaved ice for the center. So what do you think? Would that look pretty? I probably made up way too much resin here. I did 85 grams of A and 40 grams of B because I weigh mine, as you guys know. So, oh yeah, I think I've made up way too much. I just need a little bit. Oh, is that a hair? It's a bit tricky to clean these. The you know, the air duster, that the air in a can is really good for these sorts of things, to clean them out. You know, the ones you use to clean keyboards and things like that. It's in a can, you just go and it sprays it with air. So that works pretty well. Anyway, let's get started. Move you out of the way. Put some pink in there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of this resin that I've made up. It's got a bit of a silvery tinge to it, so I'll paint the edges in silver. I was going to actually use like my silicone coaster mold, but it's only 6 millimeters deep. It's fine for these, but as I said, this one's got bigger crystal effects. So I might make a mold. Is anyone interested in a mold that's deeper, like a centimeter thick or deep mold specifically for Druzy inserts? I don't know. Because sometimes the insert can be quite thick and you need a deeper mold. I'm just going to let that sit there for a minute because sometimes the mica powders come to the surface. Is that enough? Actually, I might put a little bit more in it. There we go. That one is by Pixie Dust Pigments. It's always a better idea to put your mica powder in first and pour your resin on top. That way it doesn't fly up and hit you in the face when you're stirring it. But yeah, I'll let it sit there for a minute just in case there's any that come to the surface, and then I can mix again. Now this stuff's really fly away. Look at it. I don't know how much I want. Let's do 2 little scoops because I'm not sure exactly how much I want. I'm expecting it probably all to sink, so I don't know what that's going to look like if it all sinks and sits in the bottom of these crystals. Not sure what it will do. It was either this or, what's the other one I use? Oh, the silver sparkle white. But I've used that a lot lately, so I thought I'll try something different. Actually, I could probably get away with a little bit more. Another scoop. And probably a little bit more resin too. Got a little bit more resin there, so if I need to make up some more, I can. I was just concerned that it might all sink to the bottom, you see, and I kind of wanted it to stay suspended, but I don't know if it's going to. I don't want to overdo it. I just want a little bit of a sparkle, so let's see how that goes. That's probably about half full, that cup. Give this another stir. Okay, so I only need enough of this really to go around the edge, so I probably got way too much. Oh well. I should write down how much I use, and I'll know for next time. Whee, all the way around. Okay, so I can do a little bit more. The pink will kind of flow over the top. Still got some there. Yeah, it will, when I put the clear on, the pink will flow over the top. So I think I'll leave that there. I don't want too much of the pink. What you could do, like if you don't want the pink going over the top, you could leave it like that to, you know, to set or to thicken up before you pour the top coat on. But I don't mind if it kind of blends a bit. Hopefully it won't blend too much. I'm just seeing if that's under. Hopefully it's going to be level. So I'm just going to pour this on and see what it looks like. Actually, I should be pouring slowly, because once you get bubbles in your crystals and your druzies, it's really hard to get out. But if you put something in there like these little, like sparkles or these little holographic things, whatever they are, they kind of disguise the fact if you've got a bubble. Oh, okay, look at that. I didn't use enough. Let's make up some more. Another half a cup. And I did 3 little scoops, didn't I? Let's do that again. 1, 2. Actually, I probably got less than half a cup. There we go, a little bit. So the bigger pieces I might actually pick out of there, so that I've just got little pieces. It's kind of a pinky purpley tone, isn't it? It's quite pretty. I'll give that a bit of a torch actually before I put any more on it. Just using my little torch. It's not as strong as the bigger ones, and it's only got a little area where the flame comes out, so it doesn't. You can sort of aim where you want it to heat without it, you know, going on your mold if you don't want it to, and you don't want it to go on your mold. So, all right. So I wonder if the pink's going to actually come across. There we go. Pour some more on. Just pouring it into the middle and letting it spread out. How's that? Oh, that's gone over. So areas where the druzy insert is a little bit lower, the pinks kind of come in there a little bit more, but I think it's all going to move and blend and do its thing. There's that one big triangular piece there. Oh, it's gone. I poked it down, it's gone. I shouldn't play with it. Okay, well that's pretty good. Look, I used most of it. There's a little bit of the pink left. All right, let's torch again because I can see lots of bubbles around the outside. And then we just have to wait because I think the the pink's going to kind of flow across the top a little bit, which is fine. I don't mind if it does. I don't want it to overtake. You know, I still want to see the clear center. So give that a torch, and then in a few minutes come back and torch again. Wait for the bubbles to rise, and they tend to accumulate in the center there. And then it's just easier just to torch the center. It's looking really pretty. I'm happy with that color combination. I wasn't quite sure how it was going to turn out. And then, you know, I'll paint the edges in silver. So it is doming a little bit. It's got a really pretty sparkle to it. Okay, leave it like that. And I'll take you down so you can have a little closer look at it, because you probably can't see very well from all the way up there. What's that little piece? That little piece looks a different color there. I think it's probably just the angle of the light. Oh, look at that. It's picking up bits of blue. That's because I've got a blue shirt on. From this angle, it's reflecting me. How about this angle? Oh, there's my ring light. We don't like that, do we? But it's basically pink, but it's just picking up all these different colors around it. I wonder if that pink's going to actually be pulled across the top or not. Maybe I didn't put quite enough pink in. Might not have put enough pink in. I could probably take some out and then put a little bit more pink in, just so that you don't see the edges there. I guess it's floating. Some of it has sunk down into all those little crevices. Well, this is going to be exciting. I can't wait to unmold this one. All right, I'll have to be patient and wait for the morning. All right, I'll see you then. Hey, I'm back, and it's demolding day. Now, have a look at the top. I'm really impressed because, you know, normally the sides really flow into the middle and you lose a lot of what you're going for in the middle. But this hasn't done that. It's, yeah, it's really good. I don't know whether it's just to do with the pigment I used or the colour. Maybe it's just not a very heavy colour. I don't know. But it really didn't move very much. So let's get it out, hey? Keen to see what the back's going to look like. Oh, it's a little bit of overhang there. Actually, I'll show you what I do with that. I'll put this down and I'll just go and get my little tool. I'll show you. So there's a few different things you could use. You could use a knife, but usually when you're holding it like this, you have got the risk of it coming through and cutting you. So probably not the best option. A nail file is fine if you've got just a little area to do, but if you've got bigger areas like this, I find these little cuticle scissors work really well. And then of course you can go ahead and sand afterwards, but because I've got some bigger pieces, I'll just snip those off first, and then it makes it much easier just to sand with your little filer, your nail file. I can't see what I'm doing through the screen. There we go. See, it's nice and easy. There's another bit there. Let's get that one. I didn't realise I had so much overflow. I was trying to make a dome so that, you know, it wouldn't get that lip. Because if you don't dome it, that's when you get that lip So I'd prefer to just sand any little bits that I have that overflow rather than have the lip, personally. All right, that's enough of that. So then after you've done that, you can just use your emery board and just give it a light sanding all the way around, like so. And it doesn't matter if it gets a little bit scuffed on the sides, because I am going to paint it with silver anyway. So I don't do the top, I only do like the side there. Although, I mean, it doesn't matter if you do the top, because a lot of times, well, most of the times I sort of paint the top edge anyway. And there we go. Done. Easy, hey? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right, let's get on with this. And take the back off. It doesn't look as if I've had any overflow at all. Wow, look at that. So you just need to basically just ease that off. If you can't do it with your thumbs, you can just get a little toothpick or a bamboo skewer or something, but normally you can just ease it through there with your thumbs. Now, as I said, this is my chunky crystal. I wasn't sure how it was going to work. Oh, look at that. Actually, you can see the colour better when I put my hand underneath it. Oh, it's reflecting all kinds of colours. My gosh. Wow, look how pretty it is. It comes out so easily. And there it is. There's my insert. Put it over there for a minute. And let's have a look at the tray. Wow. So yeah, it could be a tray. Because it is so chunky though, you might not want to put little pieces in there. But you could certainly put your keys in it, leave it at the front door, put your keys in it. You could put a candle on it. It's just pretty. You could just, hang on one sec, I'll show you what else you could do with it. You don't have to use it for anything in particular. Like you could just get one of these little plate stands, like so. And you know, it could just be a gorgeous piece of art that you have sitting somewhere in your house. You don't have to necessarily, you know, use it as anything, but you certainly could. So they come in that size, and then I've also got some bigger ones for bigger pieces. Just get them from eBay. So that's that side. Let's have a look at the other side, shall we? There's the side. Oh, look at that. Wow, that's so pretty. Wow. So the pink's gone in a little bit. Not much though. Not much at all. Just enough to sort of blur those edges of where the edge of the Druzy crystal was. So even though it's got like a pinkish, purplish, holographic sort of paper chopped up in it, that's it there. It does kind of pick up other colours. As I said, I'm wearing my blue painting scrubs that I get into as soon as I walk into my studio. That way I don't ruin any more sets of clothes. I've got a lot of painting clothes until I went and bought my scrubs from eBay. So there we go. So it's kind of reflecting, picking up other colours, but it's so pretty. Now what side do you like? That side? Oh, that side. I'll show you the difference between this one and the smaller crystals. Hang on, again. So I've got two here. That's sort of like a peachy pinky colour, isn't it? It's really pretty. So the other one I've got is this one. Now this one is from my geode coaster mould, where you pour into it and your coasters are crystal like this. You don't have to use an insert. The coasters just come like this. So you can have that. So that's, you can see the size of the crystals. I don't know if you can see the size of the crystals. This one's much chunkier, and then this one's just little. Both pretty in their own way, just different. And then that one was the smaller crystals again, but that was the heart insert that I used. So there you go. Lots of different things you can do with Druzys. I love them. They're so much fun to use. There we go. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll set that one up outside. I'll take a photo of it in the sun anyway, see if we can catch the glittery side. Now, tell me though, do you like that side or do you like that side? This side could just be a coaster. Or you could stand it like that, or you could stand it like that. I don't know. You could put a hook in it and use it as a sun catcher outside or in your kitchen window. That would be really pretty too, wouldn't it? All right. Thanks for watching. I will see you for the next video real soon. Love you all. Bye for now.